The violence began on May 3rd after the tribal communities took out a rally in Churchandpur in Manipur. They were protesting against the High Court approval for ST reservation for the dominant Meitei community.
They started threatening us by some sticks, and they threaten in every way as possible. For the property, we have nothing. What we carried have also taken by them. We have no trust on government administration. I don't think of going back as of now.
In many cases, people who were not informed well in advance about the crisis, or somebody who still continue to stay and fight back, they have died on the spot.
Especially in burning churches, or pinpointing one tribes than the other tribes seems to, for us, it looks really pre-planned and very intentional and well organized.
Our house was ransacked. Everything was a mess. I don't know how many things they have taken out from our home, from our house.
Manipur violence has displaced more than 35,000 people in the state. Some of the survivors have started moving out of the state. In Delhi, a civil society organization, which goes by the name of Evangelical Fellowship of India, has set up a relief camp for around 28 people. You can see here behind me, the society has set up beds, ACs, fans, and there is a facility, food facility, and there is a clothing facility also. We'll speak to these 28 people that under what circumstances they fled their home state, what was the situation. Another question that we'll ask these survivors is how soon they want to go home and if they have any trust in the government.
Our house was ransacked. Everything was a mess.
How can the Meitei people came down deep into Churchandpur, up to 5 kilometers, and burn down the Anglo-Kuki War Centenary? I was an eyewitness, and I have seen that.
For the property, we have nothing. What we carried have also taken by them, so we have nothing left. It was an awful night, I should say. Those Meitei people say that we the people of Churchandpur have killed someone very badly, and they said we should take the responsibility, those who are staying in the MU. So they started threatening us by some sticks, and they threaten in every way as possible.
Not just me or my family or the villagers, but also the surrounding villages have to live. Some families might live today and the others after in the evenings, but certainly on that floor, everyone was already leaving for safety.
We carry some of our bags and went out of the hostel, but the Manipuri people have called us, all our friends. They have to get their phones, their bags, and everything. But thankfully, I have hide my phone, and they keep us in one storeroom, and go to the other hostel for searching cookies. So during that time, some of our dearly Manipuri's friend have opened our storeroom and told us to run for our life. So after that, when the situation calmed down, around 3 to 4, we fled to the army camp.
We were forced to leave our house because there were so many unfortunate incidents happening in our area. But fortunately, we were given shelter, I should say, by the CRPF.
The situation there was actually not good, I should say. The facility is not good because of the larger population. So we sleep at the ground, and we barely have one dinner at a day.
There's nothing you can go back and pick up. Everything was, torched down. Animals, domestic animals, and the house, everything was burned down. And with killing the villagers. So not only my village, but also the surrounding villages, despite of it being located in Churachandpur, so it is not really safe, even with the involvement of the state security forces. In many cases, people who were not informed well in advance about the crisis, or somebody who still continue to stay and fight back, they have died on the spot.
We were praying for our people who have been not just displaced, but who have been affected because of all this situation going on in Manipur. So one afternoon, one of our friends, Pastor Lal, received a call from the EFI stating that they might have a place for those displaced people coming to Delhi. So that's how we were able to avail this facility.
How many people are here, and where have they come from?
So basically, there are about 28 of them, including kids, women, youths, and parents. They've come mainly from Imphal. So having places like this is such a big relief. The individual people who would stand alongside at this difficult time by contributing food, rice, dal, sugar, salt, clothes, even up to toys for the kids, and trying to make their stay comfortable. And the best part here is they even have AC.
Another question that we ask: why these survivors chose to come to Delhi?
People start panicking when houses were burned, when people are killed, when churches were burned down. So their goal is to get out of Imphal, at any cost, by any means. So when they would check fares, or when their families from outside would check fares for them, then the best available fares options happens to be Delhi. So of course there are some people who book and fly and move to Kolkata and other states of Northeast.
The Kukis have alleged that state government has discriminated against them. In fact, a few days ago, 10 tribal MLAs have written to the state and central governments for separate administration for their community. Chief Minister Biren Singh and his cabinet colleagues have recently met Union Home Minister Amit Shah. Some survivors told us that the violence was pre-planned.
Few months back, maybe since last year, there has been a survey going on now. So when I recall back, I think it is all connected with this incident, because on and off official people they come to identify, to recheck our Aadhars, our occupation orders, so and so. And they did not come only once, they came again and again to re-verify and re-verify. And unfortunately, I have come to learn that in other areas, like in Game Village, National Game Village, they have put a red mark in the tribal residence, tribal quarters. So how can I deny that this is all pre-planned?
Our people are now really questioning whether the present government is trustworthy or not. There are lots of assumptions that is happening right now. Is the government also behind all this, or what exactly is happening? We don't know. Especially in burning churches, or pinpointing one tribes than the other tribes seems to, for us, it looks really pre-planned and very intentional and well organized.
They say that the situation have come to normalcy, but as for us, I don't think we are safe there. They harm us. Even though we are not exactly Kukis, we have a lot of race like Paite tribe, Paite, Gangte, Thado, Vaipe, but we are in one they treated us in one community as Kuki.
It's absolutely, I think, not up to the expectation.
Actually, as of now, we have no trust on government administration.
I think the government did not do what they should be doing, and they are not up to our mark.
I don't have faith on the government, but I have faith on God.
Among other worries for the displaced people is education. They fear their children's education would be hit in the aftermath of the violence. Here is one mother who shared her concern.
Everyone is worried about it. Every mother is worried about their own kid, our own kids. So I don't know. Other mothers will understand me. Every mother will understand me.
As we have heard from these families, how they have become homeless overnight. But the big question is when they will return home. Their only concern is whether Biren Singh government will be able to protect them when they return home. They may not have faith in Biren Singh government, but they have faith in God. That's what they say.
The subscription model is something that keeps News Laundry afloat, but we need hundreds of thousands of people to completely transform the news ecosystem. So you pay for news, so it serves you. So click on the link with this video, subscribe to News Laundry and pay to keep news free, और गर्व से कहो मेरे खर्च पर आज़ाद है खबरें.